Right then, another quick ride out today. It's a lovely evening. 24th of May of all days. 24th of May, and it's like, I don't know what temperature it is tonight, but it's friggin' warm. I've been sweating most of the day, so yeah, I thought I'd take the bike out, a little blast on the evening. I've not really been out for an evening yet, only once I think, and it wasn't exactly the best weather, so I thought might as well today. Sun's out. The time is, I don't know what time it is actually, it's probably about 8 o'clock. I'll look in a minute on my dash. And thought I'd pop on out today, have a little blast, get some wind in my jacket, wear my helmet. It's not that windy, so everyone's sweating and it's muggy out, so it'd be an ideal day to evening to pop on out, get some air, and we'll pop down in the western, I expect. Yeah, I'll pop down a western, nice evening, bit of bike for a blast. Hasn't been out on it a while, been too busy at work to get on it, and I wanted to have a chat about mainly all these bike thefts that have been going on across the country. Obviously majority of them are in London and that area, Manchester, Newcastle and all that area, but Liverpool and that. But I joined a group, I can't remember the group on Facebook, it's Motorcycle Thieves Against Thieves or Protest Against Thieves or something like that. It's quite a big group, and they, up until I was on that group, I was aware bikes got nicked. I've seen bikes get nicked, and I've done my bit to try and stop them. But until I joined this group, I didn't realise how many bikes were getting nicked, and it is mind-blowingly bad and sad and downright disgusting the amount of bikes that are getting stolen by thieving little gits that are probably even too young to ride a bike, and probably not even got a frigging licence of any form. And a majority of them are riding around on scooters and stuff like that, and all they're doing, they're two up, probably not even wearing a helmet, and maybe some of them aren't, and they're two up, and they're basically riding around till they see something they like, and then they go for it. They do a bit of a recon on it, maybe, which could include, driving past, checking to see whether it's got steering or corn, checking to see if it's got padlocks, chains, etc, 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 and then they're nicking them, and they're being watched doing it, which is it's bad. It's sad as well that they're being watched doing it and no one's doing anything about it. People just filming it on their camera. I don't know if they've even called the police, to be honest, but they're just filming it. And they just go up to the bike and they try and snap the steering lock, which, a couple of kids, it's not really difficult. It's only a thin piece of metal bar that goes across, and enough force, you'll either damage the handlebars or you'll damage the steering lock, which whichever one you do, is going to be the one that wins. What's Pillock doing? Whichever one, you know, they win, they damage the handlebars, they can probably, they just leave it. If they damage the steering lock and open it out, they'll jimmy the lock, start it up if it's quite an older bike and it's not got, you know, like a his system like mine has, or any other similar system. Then they, one of the guys on the scooter just goes behind them with his foot out and pushes them along. It's disgusting to watch. And they flog them for bits on, you know, on Facebook, on eBay, Amazon, all that sort of thing. You know, you got a half decent R1, just a dodgy lock on it. You'll be surprised that people will pay for a cheap part if they need, you know, you need new fairing, bang, 100 quid is yours, bargain price. You know, not caring that it's nicks, a lot of people, to be honest. I have been thinking about getting a disc lock for mine. Maybe even one front and rear, I don't know yet, but I have thought about it. But the problem is, I like buying off eBay. There's nothing wrong with that. You can get some good bargains on there. Shops don't have to worry about overheads, and, you know, have to worry about employing people to do stuff. But eBay doesn't. You get someone with a warehouse, they haven't got to worry about anything. So I was not buying off eBay basically. But the only problem I've got is that once I buy off eBay, I've then, what am I doing? I've then bought something off eBay, let's say a disc lock, yeah. Well, the person that's sold it to me now knows where it is and what disc lock I've got, and probably got a spare key for it if they want it. Go and get one cut, they in the lock. So they now know where I live, what bike I got, or at least what disc lock's going to be on my bike. It's not what's going to stop them from going out and getting it, is there? Which is bang out of order. So I thought, well, I'm not going to get it off eBay then, even though I could probably go with China, get one delivered from China maybe, and there's no chance they're going to try and get me from there, are they? So I'm debating to get one from a store at the moment, or get one from abroad somewhere where there's less chance of them finding out who I am and where I am. But I'm definitely thinking about getting a disc lock. They are easy to pull. I've seen people getting them off and they ram them off the same way. To be honest, they don't care about damaging a disc. You know, they'll happily cut a groove in a disc to get it off if they want. They got their entire bike now if they want. So, you know, mine's a disc, they can flog the rest of it. But all the more to help them. Like I said before, I've got a tracker on here. It's not the best tracker in the world. Just a SIM card GPS. You can get all different stuff on top of it if you want to. You can have it so if it's not active unless it moves, which has got a sensor in it. Give me a second, I've got the sort of windows. What wind get there? Yeah, so it activates when it says set movement, or you can have it so if you know where it is, you can just leave it there, and then if it goes missing, you give it a call. And it tells you where it is via GPS and a link to the maps. Ooh, that smells. Something around here, my mouth stinks today. So I got that on here, chucked away. I've also got it, the battery's not very good on it, so what I've done, I've hardwired in a USB charging port, and I've also hardwired in a on-off switch with an inline fuse for it. Because it's got an LED light on the thing, so it's always on, so it flattens the battery, so I can turn it off when I want and on when I want. And I've wired the tracker straight into it, so I can charge it up whenever I want. I can turn it on now if I want, charge it up when I'm going along. Battery lasts about a week. They give you 2 batteries with the pack, but like I said, it's remembering to do it basically. I do remember now and then, but like I said, every now and then on evening I'll just think, oh, I'll put that on charge, and I'll just flip the switch, give it a plastic for a couple of hours for the bed turn off. So it does what it does. I've also got the HIS system on this bike, Honda's ignition security system, which is basically like an immobiliser really. Comes automatically, it's hardwired into the bike, black wired. You can get them removed for a price, usual stuff, but obviously it costs you. But they do have people out there that will remove them for the price if it's worth it. It's a decent enough bike. I've also got a Hawk alarm, which is obviously movement sensitive with a gyro built in. You can wire it in to do immobilize as well, but I couldn't be bothered. This bike is very simple when it comes to electronics. Compared to a lot of other bikes, it's very, very simple, but there's also not a lot of room behind panels and the seats, etc. Because it's so low to the floor, minimal fairings, you've got a limited amount of space where you can actually hide stuff, and it's actually reasonably crammed in there. I'm actually shocked at how crammed in some of the stuff was, you know. It's a ball that you probably just change the battery on it, let alone anything else that goes wrong. So I was shocked, so I was limited with the amount of space so I could put it, so I was looking for a small alarm, but I didn't want to go all out wiring and truck wiring everywhere that could be seen and easily snipped and stuff like that. So I basically just stuck it with a normal alarm, which is good. It activates if there's movement, someone gets on it, wobbles it, it'll go off. It's designed to put them on, like we said before, and like I've said before loads of times. If someone wants it, they'll have it. There's not a lot you can do about it, to be honest. I've actually seen footage of they put out with a van, side loading van, jump out, lift it up, chuck it in, off they go. They didn't care the alarm's going off. They might have even, you know, pound out the van, made it a bit soundproof a little bit, so if the alarm does go off, it doesn't attract too much attention. You know, all you gotta do is pound out the van, wear some earmuffs while you're in it, and just spend the time in there while you're driving around looking for the bloody siren, and just give it a good snip, yank it off. Bob's your uncle, got a bike. And what shocks me just as much as most things, or just as much as the theft itself, was the complete and utter lack of participation from the police in helping catch these people. They were being told nothing was happening, and according to the law, which was apparently introduced, a new law introduced in regards to trying to catch anyone on a motorbike, is don't, they're not going to. They're not going to chase them because they could get hurt. Oh dearie me, I'm maybe sounding a bit harsh, but you nick a bike, you've basically opened yourself up for a world of hurt anyway. If the person whose bike doesn't catch you, trust me, you're going to get hurt, especially if you're not used to that bike and there's something bigger than you're ever used to. You're going to get hurt no matter what. Just the fact that someone's chasing you, i.e. the police, it shouldn't stop them from chasing you. If they want to nick a bike and get chased by the police and do stupid stuff, then they're going to get hurt. The fact that they are being chased shouldn't stop that. To be honest, they have the same sort of policy when it comes to cars, chasing cars if it gets too dangerous, but they have a certain set parameter of backing off, which, again, there's so much you can do. You can chase a car for 5-6 miles before you decide to back off, and in that 5 or 6 miles there's got so many possibilities that they could spin off, queer into a crowd of people, ram into the back of someone else. You know, there's so much more damage they could do in a car than someone can do on a bike. On a bike, yes, you could hit someone, you could probably, there's a slim chance you might kill them. but the chances are they're going to hurt themselves a lot more than they're going to hurt anyone else. And they might injure someone if they go in, drive into them or whatever, but they're going to hurt themselves a damn sight more, and that's their own problem for doing it. You could say if they hadn't stolen the, you know, if you weren't, they could say, oh, if you weren't being chased, they wouldn't have fallen off. Yeah, well, if they hadn't stolen the bike, they wouldn't have been being chased. Simple as that. You know, I work as in the security industry, and we get told a lot as well that we're sort of restricted on what we can and can't do when it comes to chasing down a thief. You know, we can't injure them in the pursuit of an arrest, and just in case they get hurt or they want to sue me or the company I work for. So, you know, they say you can't do it, and if you do decide to chase them and fight with them and you get hurt, and that was on your shoulders, be it, and it was down to you were fighting them due to your own safety. I understand that. That's the company protecting themselves. Police shouldn't need to protect themselves in that sense. If someone falls off because you were chasing them, it's probably because they were driving like an idiot and they were bound to fall off. If they had pulled over sensibly and held their hands up, they wouldn't have had to been chased and they wouldn't have fallen off. You know, if they hurt someone else whilst being chased and ram into someone's car, they're not insured. Yes, they're not, so they should be sued for payment to repair that car. You know, you see it all the time. And I think recently someone had been chased and been fallen off a bike, which is not nice. It's not a nice thing, I'll admit that. And it's not nice for the cop, I expect. Chase someone, they fall off, and if they die or get seriously injured, he's got to live with that person. But he's doing his job. There's no reason whatsoever that he should feel bad. Of course, of his duty. If that person wasn't seeing, he wouldn't have been chased. Simple as that. And yes, people are going to steal, people are going to get always going to be chased, but there is no need for police to say that they're going to stop chasing thieves. No need for it whatsoever. It's disgraceful that we pay this tax and this revenue every year out of our wages so we can afford the police to police our state and our lands and protect us, basically. Yeah, they're trying to lay more and more police off until something serious happens, and they really haven't got enough police. You know, hence the Manchester bombings and that recently just happened. You know, it's disgraceful that we haven't got enough police on the payroll that can deal with this. I'm having to resort to the army to free up some of the police to do other things. I'm glad we got the army, don't get me wrong, but we shouldn't have to do that. So what, police are stood around twiddling their thumbs some days when it's not very busy. At least they're there then when it is busy, and we haven't got to worry about calling the police and waiting 45 minutes for them to turn up because they're dealing with some idiot nicking a bike, yet someone else has just been mugged, or someone's just been knocked down by someone acting stupid, or, you know, someone's been stabbed, murdered, raped, etc, etc. You know, we shouldn't have to wait around for them. There shouldn't be a waiting time for police. They should be there as soon as they get the call, the nearest person arrives. It shouldn't be, yeah, we'll be there when we can, we're really busy. No, I get it all the time. Like I said, being security, ringing them up, I'm terribly sorry, we're busy at the moment. I just arrested someone. I'm not call, I don't normally call 999, I normally call 101. I can be waiting 25 minutes on the phone. You know, someone just stole my bike, 999, how can I help you? Yes, my bike's just been stolen. I've reported it to the insurance company. Now, I've rung you up first, because my bike's just been stolen and I want you to find them. I'm terribly sorry, we're busy at the moment. Can you take me all the details and make sure we keep an eye out for it? That's not good enough. I want a copper that's nearest to me to be riding around the area looking for this person that's on my bike. And no doubt everyone wants the same thing. Or I've just seen a van drive off and he had a bike in the back of it. He just lifted it off the side of the street. It looks like it's been stolen. Are you sure it's been stolen? I'm pretty sure it is. No one pulls up to a van, pulls up next to a bike, and two lads jump out and chuck it into a van. It's not normal, so try and find it. You know, I want the nearest copper to be out on the streets and the cameras being used to try and find this van. Registration so and so, or it's this description. Simple. They find it, they put it over. We had suspicions he just stolen this vehicle in the back of your van. It's been reported stolen. Can you prove it? I'm pretty sure I can prove it, yeah. Because you just chuck the bike in the back of your van and you're in the process of trying to remove all the bloody security devices off of it. And you've got a grinder, you've got balaclavas, etc, etc. That's all it takes. But because I haven't got enough coppers, I can't do that. We can get someone available when we can. We're too busy dealing with other things. Yeah, I know. And fair play to you for dealing with them, but there's still no reason why you shouldn't be dealing with this as well. It's still a criminal act. Insurance companies go nuts when this sort of thing happens because they know they've got to pay through their bloody nose to get the insurance claimed on it. So once they pay through their nose, the insurance goes up. Lovely. Always good, isn't it? Always good to have an insurance claim. Yay. Can't wait. Insurance is dear enough as it is, let alone having every year we have to big has to go up because there's so many claims on people nicking bikes. You know, you can go with the whole hog if you want, I suppose. You know, you can spend £500–600 top of the range, top of the line, you know, Thatcham category alarm, mobiliser, you can get data tag it, you can get a proper tracker that's hardwired in that the police can dial into as soon as you report it, so they can try and find it. Yeah, you can get all that, and it will. If your bike ever gets nicked, you'll probably get it back. You'll still have to pay out for the insurance, mind you, because they'll probably damage half the stuff doing it, which, you know, you're going to have to pay out no matter what, because they're going to have to pay for the damage done to the bike by them nicking it, because they've now caught them and got the bike back. Always the old bike, because the old bike's gone. Now, yeah, your insurance will go down a little bit because you've got all that stuff on it, so that's a good positive point. But your insurance ain't going to go down as much as the stuff's going to cost you. You know, you're looking at fair few hundred quid, £500–600. My insurance ain't going to go down 600 quid because it'll be zero. And even if I have it for the next 4 or 5 years, it's not, even if it's down 100 quid, it's still not going to cover it over the next 4 or 5 years. So, you know, it's like being penalised for trying to ride a motorbike basically, and it's not right. Yes, the same problem as with cars, the cars get nicked all the time. And it just seems that they seem to do more for the cars than they do for the bikes, because, you know, the mayor has a bike, the mayor has a car, the Prime Minister has a car. He wants all this stuff sorted and followed up on. If his car got nicked, he wanted the police straight on it. If he had a bike, his bike got nicked, he wanted the police straight on it. But, and he'd do his best to make sure they bloody were as well. Be like, never mind what's happening in the centre of London at this precise moment, my car's just been nicked or my bike's just been nicked, sort it out. But, you know, I can ramble on all day with doing this, to be honest. It's one of those things that I find really disturbing, and in this day and age that you've got to, you can't have a vehicle without someone trying to frigging nick it, basically. You can't have something unless someone else wants it, and it's disgusting that people want it and don't want to pay for it their own way, and you know, you work hard for your money and you get your luxury that you want, and then somebody that comes along and nicks it, and it's disgusting. Yeah, if you had a look at the fucking sign, you would have seen earlier that the fucking road was closed, alright? Why are they closing this road? No, they're closing it because of the bloody roundworks. But yeah, so it's don't tell me this road's closed, I've got to go around the outside. Oh, thank God for that. So yeah, that's my quick ramblings on about theft on this lovely sunny day. I didn't say what the time was, did I? Hang on. Let's have a look. 8:10 now. Which ain't too bad. The sun's still out in full force, it's still warm. I'm not cold at all. I've got me. The problem is I should be wearing some more summer gear, really, which I'm going to have to try and invest in a bit more summer gear, I think. I'm just popping around to see the missus. I haven't seen her in a while. She's just had her Litland's birthday, so she's been dealing with that all day today. So yeah, it's been a lovely day today. Not a cloud in the sky, look. Not a cloud in the sky. And the sun's going down. It's going to be a nice evening. I thought I'd pop out. Go and see the missus. See how she's doing. She's got a headache apparently.